Okay, test, test. Is this working?
Yep.
What about y'all? Say something. Okay, so that was because the streaming software when I installed it on the new one did not go to the default audio. Oh, god damn it. Well, I halfway fixed. Hang on. That, that doesn't make sense because Discord is going to the audience mix.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, I am awarding extra inspiration. Oh. I don't know if I'm hearing myself over Hope's audio. I'm assuming that's
Let me mute myself. Okay. My software's fucking up. Hang on. Okay, I can still be heard. It's because I was listening to the audience so I can hear it come back. Okay, can I still be heard? Okay. There's that. Y'all still can't. What the fuck? Because you're coming out on my meter. So I do not know. I'm going to switch to Tuesday scene real quick and double check what it looks like. Because, well, we weren't on this Tuesday shit. Can you still hear me? Shut up, Scott.
I'm really glad we used this fast enough.
Oh, wow.
How do you unpity dodge it?
Bro, I don't know. I simply dodge it.
You
My
see-
face
you-
right
I am the
there.
voice of God.
You see me about to Thanos snap.
Oh, wait,
and
wait.
You just
Hold on.
I simply dodge.
I think we got us.
oh.
Okay, yeah, it's just
Oh,
I
yeah, it
had it
did.
where I could hear it also, so that was getting the feedback.
All right.
All right, Deft. I
Okay,
guess
so
we
I
aren't.
can be
I
heard and
guess we
y'all can
can't
be
kill
heard,
each
correct?
other anymore.
It's a draw. It's a
A
draw.
Yeah, I think we could all be heard now.
A draw, you say?
I cast
Alright.
greater invisibility and run away and shoot arrows at you.
So
Till you die.
Patrick killed Deft, and he's the last no more.
I stab you with a nat 20 and you roll a 1.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. I guess I actually have to do the recap now, huh? All right.
Yeah, probably.
Really quickly, so we can kind of get into the action. Where we picked up last week, Theris, Deft, Patrick, I believe, were the only ones. Who was our fourth person that went back to Theris's house?
That's
Tess. Had gone back to Theris's house, only to find that there was people occupying it, sending out the sister that he had absorbed in the other world to go investigate on his behalf. Shortly thereafter, I think Deft, you went right behind him, right? Invisible.
Yeah.
You had watched as it seems you didn't see it happen, but you saw all these dead bodies on the ground as his sister seemingly systematically took out 5 knights that were occupying his house. As you kind of figured out what was going on, it looks like Simthir, one of the people you're currently at war with, seemingly is actually finally taking over the central part of Gancaster. You guys trying to figure out what to do, realizing probably need to get out there very quickly. Convinced by Theris just having very good luck for Tess to dispose of the bodies by unknown means. There's air quotes when I'm saying that. Just
She
so
ate
you
them.
know.
She totally ate them.
Yeah, she ate them all. After you did that, Theris decided he was going to stay behind in the interim to see what he could do for his people in his town. You guys had teleported back to Tess's house, regrouped with the party, kind of came up with some plans. You did have some interesting conversation. So on your way back, Patrick and Solomon had a nice little heart-to-heart, which ultimately led to
I wouldn't
Patrick.
call it that.
That it felt more like an interrogation.
That was
let's be real.
violence.
Who was
However-
Solomon in the library? That was violence?
No, Solomon. Solomon. In the
Oh, I thought you
beginning,
said
Death.
Patrick and Burn. Okay.
No,
No,
not
no.
yet. No.
No, it was still the beginning. So basically, after you really kind of laid into him about taking care of himself and being, in order for him to be useful, he really should rest and eat food, and that his own perception was making him weaker in the process, more or less. And then when he didn't listen, you told Ardella and Tess, who ended up yelling at him and forcing him to at least eat some food. Other than that, you guys eventually kind of picked what you were going to do, decided you were going to go to Florin, as that was the safest location you had on Karas to begin your search for Eltwin. Patrick, with his newly repaired memory, which is much better than his old one, decided to access some random things he'd seen, including things from Def's notebook. Like, what is this thing in the basement? What dragon is this one you're talking about, and why aren't dwarves a priority? It's really, really unfitting. And really kind of the kicker in the bucket, as they'd finally returned from the Feywild, they'd only gone to discover that everyone was there, Patrick, except your dear friend Baron. It seems that he'd forgotten you were going to be returning that day. And he was the only person there, or not there to greet you.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys kind of teleport off to Florin, you got to Lady Penelope's manor, which you saw Thea from this world, which all of you pretty much were able to differentiate between the two, except for Patrick, who immediately thought that this version was also some very lethal, maybe would-be assassin, and treated her as such, freaking her out a little bit.
What else was I gonna do?
Yeah. But thankfully kind of dismissed away. After you guys had kind of settled in, Tanya went to go see her adoptive mother, her father apparently out of town. Deft, you departed out to go buy a dress to replace the one that had been ruined on Lady Tess. And you also promised Ardella you'd get her a matching one as well. As you went out, you shopped for a couple hours, and you did actually run into a couple of familiar faces as you ran into a procession from Alamarn, which had their current queen, Lilia, your ex-fiance, as well as a couple of other figures, including your aunt. As you kind of ducked out of the way and tried to kind of be sly and come up with a plan, you just couldn't even think, and you did the only thing you thought you could. You went up, gave her a flower, and it seemed no matter how much you tried to disguise your actions in yourself, she immediately recognized you also because I rolled a 1 on my D100, and immediately kissed you and then parted ways. You kind of made your way back for one of the most awkward dinners you probably have ever experienced. As it seems that Baron and Patrick, for some reason, are at odds now. They're very upset. And while you're not exactly sure all the details of what happened, as you guys were eating dinner, Patrick turned to Tanya and basically asked for Tanya to take over the job of repairing him on this adventure. As you could see the immediately breaking of Baron's heart, he kind of started to drink a little bit more until he was a little bit too intoxicated to even really sit there and stumbled off outside.
All right.
Oddly enough, through just pure happenstance, he ran into another familiar face of a woman who shared similar depression that evening and kind of laid it all out there and realizing, you know what? Maybe he should really just start by saying sorry. Which,
Hey, thank you for the raid, Paladin.
reconciliation.
Welcome, everyone.
But other than that,
Yo.
we'll have to see where your 3-day trip takes you and the rest of this part of the adventure. Other than that, I think that covers most of it. We did eventually cut back to Theris after a couple of his days of doing investigation and espionage. Unfortunately, he did learn. It seems like the new king of Gancaster, was killed in this process as well. As he plots his revenge, and as you guys arrive at the city of Florin, or Lenore, not Florin, sorry, and I'll get you the map too. I suppose that's a good idea. Is right where we're going to pick up today. So you guys, dead center of the map, arrive probably, I'd say, 11 o'clock in the morning on your 2 wagons. What's the plan?
We're here. Where do we start looking?
Any way of showing us what he looks like?
Has Solomon not met him? He
No,
hasn't,
but-
huh?
Nope.
I can conjure up a minor illusion to show the group.
Okay.
It's gonna be kind of weird to just go around asking people if they've seen this extremely wanted criminal. Where to start? That's a good question.
Did you not think of that before coming here?
We thought a lot about which location we start or should start, but start from here.
And just as a reminder, because while you've been here previously, the viewers have not. The city of Lenore is a very large, like, agricultural community. There's lots of farmers, orchards, things like that. Hunters, lots of trade and things. And actually, because Misfit forgot, so Misfit loses points today, which is deft. It is fall, which means you are here during the Harvest Festival of Lenore. So the streets are pretty much lined up. There's lots of things going on, and probably more people here than there typically would be. It is basically just one very big party that lasts probably about 20 days or so.
I didn't know it was fall.
This is
You
looking
guys
good.
asked last
Wait,
session what time of year it was.
I forgot.
Oh, good. It gives me an excuse to sync us up. Is by the time if we end up going longer, our holidays end up syncing up, so it's okay. Oh, it's gonna be weird. We won't have this one next year. We only got one level left to go. All right. So as you kind of get there, you guys have any idea what you want to look at? There's shops, there's stores, there's farms, many different things.
Are we allowed to enter the city armed?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't even have walls.
Okay, gotcha.
Is there like a craft store or like a puppet store?
Let me grab the Tuesday book. So out of the stores, and there's other small stores that may be there as well. The main stores, as far as things like magic goods, and just fancier oddities, there's the Fawn's Fancy. For things like hunting gear, taxidermy, skins, meat, there is still Grizzlebacks, unfortunately, Deft.
Unfortunately.
They haven't been killed yet. As far as anything regarding farming or any of the agricultural business, there's Beast and Burden. Unfortunately, there is no Adventure Brothers Outpost. It has not been made yet. The Tavern and Pub from Tuesday has not been made yet. There is Dalen's Market, which is one of the families, so that's a lot of food and other wares. There's McManus Hall, which is basically the only inn that there is in Lenore currently. Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot. Mostly like little stall vendors and things, possibly.
Well, he probably came here for supplies, if I had to guess. Checking out the
Although-
stores might be a good first stop.
I need those of you who are here investigating, looking around for things like that. I need you all to roll D100s.
I guess investigating what?
Ooh.
Anyone
Elwyn?
who's kind of looking for Elwyn or things that Deft was kind of calling out.
Once Deft asked agriculture, I think Patrick would try asking around food
Sorry,
vendors
just
if
turns
anybody
around.
has bought like an obscene amount of food.
Oh yeah, and you
And then
can
left
go
town.
question. This is more of the easy things like Deft had called out specific elements just to start your search. You can question and do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd be trying to find people who were buying like way too much food in bulk and then leaving town.
All right.
Does he
So he
eat?
just, like turns around and sees a
I don't know
puppet
if he
supply.
eats.
No.
I don't think he eats.
Even better, Ari, as you kind of are walking around, as you guys are first getting your bearings here before you really start questioning anyone, you look over and you see kind of a setup. It's currently not active right now, but it looks like a shadow puppet stage, just to note. But yeah, you guys can go and question wherever you want at this point.
Ari kind of grabs Deft by the arm and points. That might be a good place to start.
I think I'm gonna go over to the Fawn's Fancy.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna ask around town and then leave and explore like probably half a mile outskirts.
Okay. You have the map up? Oh, we didn't load the map for stream yet.
Yeah, I mean Ari drew a circle, so it's kind of hard.
I'm going to remove it. Don't worry.
Wait.
Goodbye, markings. I know where they all are, anyways. Okay.
Probably this area is what I would try to do.
Sure. So that's where you kind of came in from. So back up that way.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So were you going to ask around the farmers first? You could ask farms out towards that direction if you want. There
Yeah.
are a bit. Okay.
Just if they've had any business with really weird people lately. People who gave them they didn't really trust. How about that?
So that's what you're going to be working on. What about the rest of you? What are your immediate plans? Are you Deft? Are you going to try to find the puppet people?
Yeah, we could check out the puppet stand.
You do see the stand. You do not currently see people, though. Because you gather it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Probably hard to do shadow puppets right now. At least here.
Kind of like wanders around the stand. Maybe we should come back later?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If I were a deranged old guy obsessed with puppets, where would I go?
Well, I mean, it's not just puppets.
I suppose he's obsessed with cloning people too.
We could try the taxidermy place.
Maybe. Maybe a tailor?
Is anybody else here, by the way?
No, I've wandered off already.
He's heading off towards Fawn's Fancy. Patrick is heading off towards the woods. So where's... Oh, let me give you Baron 2's number.
I don't know where Baron's going.
Up to you. Probably not with Patrick, would be.
He wants to go with Patrick.
But will
But,
Patrick let him?
No.
I was just about to send you a whisper saying, unless it is a combat situation, assume I'm always using that extra utility that doubles my movement speed. I'm moving 120 feet per second.
Better not get a speeding ticket.
All we hear is like Patrick just starts vibrating as we hear this hum and it's phew.
Pretty much. Perimeter check.
Baron's gonna go talk with people who are drinking.
Sure. So you would probably be heading towards the McManus Hall.
Would people be drinking at 11 a.m. at the festival square?
Actually,
That's
there's people. So to be fair, that is true. So events, because we actually have all this written down from our last Harvest Festival. So things currently going on. Big things in this town. There's a lot of really like fine gins you can taste as part of this festival. There's also like these fruit brandies and meads. You do see a sign for a pie eating contest. Lots of pipe weed, smoked wheats. There is a log toss. They do have a fighters tournament, the shadow puppet show, and then there is a parade of arms.
I don't want to make this call for Baron, but I feel like a pie eating contest is up his alley. Or it's not keg toss though.
He needs a win. He needs a win. Let the man eat
He
pie.
did say he wasn't drinking, so I think we
couldn't-
should respect that and have him gorge himself on food instead.
I could see Baron eating pie.
I wasn't gonna drink for him. He was just going because that's where he likes to hang out.
So he's gonna go look into the
Pie
eating contest. But yeah, there's a lot of people you could go ask for drinking. But other than the festival grounds, which is basically the main center of this town, you could go to basically the only inn there is, which they have pub too.
And the one we're looking for is Elwyn.
You're looking for Elwyn, yeah. So Elwyn, he's not an elf. From what Def knows, he's something completely different, but he looks like a half elven gentleman, a little bit, probably like 6'1", longer, blondish, almost not quite white, but in between hair. Typically in the past is worn like light green robes. Very nerdy, kind of awkward. Very good at making hand puppets.
Okay.
Yeah, you all have a pretty good idea. And Baron probably knows what he looks like as well. It would be great if Baron ends up finding him and he's like at the pie eating contest.
Yeah.
After Death literally called out, he doesn't need to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't ever remember necessarily seeing him eat anything ever. Very good question. Or what does he eat?
All I remember is I tried to offer him hot chocolate as Jambo and he refused.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has a cocoa allergy, huh?
Maybe. You might just didn't ask.
You never know.
So where's everyone going?
All right, so
Woods.
let's just for me, Patrick, roll as you kind of patrol. Roll a perception and a survival check to kind of cover your general looking about,
Here's perception.
and then we'll get you some people to kind of talk. All right. So you just run around like trying to survey the area. Roll a charisma check as you try to find someone to talk to.
I'm going to become a Wendigo.
You just start zooming around this whole thing, and you stop like abruptly in front of these people to ask them questions. They just scream and turn around running.
Yep. That's what I do. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, I'll let you know if you run across anything specific over that way. While you were exploring there, who would like to go first? Solomon or Ari and Deft? Taxidermy or the Fawn's Fancy?
I'll go first if they don't want to.
Go for it.
All right. So you come upon the Fawn's Fancy. It's a one-story building, but looks quite nice. It looks like it has like a home attached off towards the back of it. Looks like your typical magic shop. Should you choose that?
I mean, I enter.
Yeah. Look inside. It has a showroom for the front floor. There's lots of racks of numerous different things, potions. And then you can see like in the back where it goes off to probably where this guy has a living space. And sitting at the counter, you see this fawn just kind of like reading from this small book he has in his hands.
I'll walk up to the counter.
He closes the book. Can I help you?
Have you seen someone named Elwin? And I'll give a general description of him.
That's a funny name. Hmm. I'd say that I have.
I'm gonna roll insight on him.
Sure.
Oof.
I like his whimsical voice.
For now.
Mhm.
I mean,
And if Mhm.
seems fairly on the level.
All right, then how much for this? And I'll place the staff of spiders on the counter.
Oh, and he kind of looks over at it. Now, where did you come across this?
I got it from a drow, right?
Yeah, I believe you got it from the ambush from Leah's people and the Curzon tunnels. It was in the room with all of the fire elemental people. The big room.
Yep. Drows attacked us.
Oh, there it is. Kind of looks over at it. Roll a persuasion check, Solomon.
Do I want to? Do I want to use it for this?
What's your third dice?
It's a 6.
You just
I'm just gonna roll for it.
roll for it.
Persuasion, you said?
Destiny calls.
I mean, I already have so many things here. Could potentially trade it as part of a purchase of something else, but I'm not really sure.
Hmm. What are you willing to trade with it?
Well, what are you interested in? I have many amazing things. In fact, you should check out my tonic section over there. I have cures for whatever ails you.
I'll spend some time looking through it.
Sure. As you go and you kind of check out some of the stuff he has, roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh.
You're not 100% sure if it's just your suspicious nature or if this guy's not fully on the level, but you're pretty sure about half these potions are fake.
Mm.
He just kind of smiles at you.
I'll ignore the tonic section for now.
Are you sure they are very, very reasonably priced?
And which ones would you recommend?
For you, let's see. How about this one? This one will help you grow big and strong.
Yep. Yep, I knew exactly.
You might even be like your father someday, lad. You do have a father, don't you?
I'm debating whether or not I use an echo just to intimidate him a little or not. No, it's not worth intimidating. All right, I think I'm done here.
I need you to roll a D100 before you're done.
Oh, okay. 51.
Okay. So you kind of wrap up. He does have magic items, but unless you really know what you're specifically looking for, he's probably not going to try to pay you for the stuff.
Mhm.
But he might trade for it.
I'll need to look up some magical items for later,
All right. So you
so we
kind of
can
like
move on from me
Mhm.
for now.
no worries. You kind of give him the look and go about your business. Deft and Ari. You guys head to
Tom, you want to come look
Grizzleback.
at taxidermy with us?
You're
Nice.
It's like flesh robots, Tanya.
making me an idea for a new robot.
All right, so you go in. It's kind of like a very large-looking cabin that's been turned into a storefront. You walk in. There's a very large person behind the counter. Very, very hairy. Just kind of looks up at you as you guys come in. Huh?
I'm just gonna smile and wave.
What do you need?
We're actually wondering if a strange old guy has come here looking for stuffing or to get a plushy stuff.
A strange old guy?
I'll conjure a mirror image, not mirror image, minor illusion.
Wonder-
Elwyn is not old. Elwyn is young.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, have
Bring
you
the young
seen a gentleman like this?
Maybe I've seen someone like that. What's it to you?
Well, we would very much like to get in touch with him. If you have seen him or perhaps know his whereabouts, that would be very helpful. I am sure we could compensate you for your time and efforts.
See, now, that's a word I like. Compensate. Now my ears are starting to perk up. Tell me more about this compensation.
Well, to make sure we have the right person, perhaps you can disclose a little fact about him, just so I know we're on the right track here.
Well, he looks like that guy. Kind of an odd one. Talks to himself.
Or just kind of looks over at Daff.
I shrug my shoulders and nod. Well, we would love to know perhaps the last time you saw him, or if he purchased anything from you or anyone you know.
Sounds like you would like to know. But you see, I see how this is beneficial to you, and I see how this could be beneficial or unbeneficial to said individual. But I'm not really seeing how this is beneficial to me yet. I really would like to hear more about this compensation.
I'm gonna look around and roughly about how much is he selling his taxidermies for?
It really depends on what you're trying to get. You have to bring your own creature here. They do have some other stuff they do sell, but typically they do it for other people. But the crowned gem is a very large bear, Deft.
Hmm.
Or
Is this the same guy, or is this like his?
It's his ancestors.
grandpa.
This
Yeah,
is like
okay,
his
yeah.
great grandpappy. So there's a 500 gold piece bear. It's kind of like the center of the floor at the moment for what they have.
I'll put a neat little stack of 5 platinum on the table. Keep my finger on it. Now, I'm sure if this conversation is fruitful, we can perhaps arrange a little more. But just to start with, just tell me if you've seen him recently or not.
From what I can tell you, and I spend a lot of time in the woods myself, I seen a gentleman like that, kind of walking about, and he will mark on the Karis map. Like up in them there parts. I seen that fella.
How long ago was that?
No, maybe a week or so ago. I don't know what he's doing out there. Him and those little things.
I'm gonna add another platinum coin to the stack. What little things?
Oh shit, what do you call them? Hey, Paul! And you watch as this other very large hairy individual walks out. Yes, Ma? What do you call them? Kobolds. Apparently this is his wife.
Kobolds.
You call them kobolds. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, kobolds. That's what they're called. Stupid thing's always singing, too. It's really annoying.
Wait, did he clone Jambo before I could clone Jambo?
I don't know, maybe it's
Oh my
another
God.
eccentric wizard who loves kobolds.
Stealing my thing. How could he?
Leah's gonna sue him for copyright.
Ah. And he kind of looks over at the coins. You know, I may have some more information to your liking, but this stack is a little bit on the short side, if you know what I mean. He just looks over at Deft. You just look like the guy who doesn't look poor, that is not necessarily very great with money either, though.
How, does he seem to honestly have more information?
He seems to think so, perhaps.
This is probably more gold than you've made today.
He looks over you. What are you trying to say about the quality of my product, ma'am?
No, nothing. Just that this is a lot of coin.
It's all right. The information will be worth it. I'm gonna tidy up the stack so it is a neat 15 platinum coins.
Ah, see? Now there's the smart fella. I happened to see said kobolds in town, but not this morning. They was over at the Beast and Burden.
At a stable?
No, it's a supply store. And it'll kind of describe to you how to get there. I think they're picking up, I don't know, tools, pickaxes, shovels.
Jewels, pickaxes, and shovels.
Yeah, I don't know. Those things are strange.
Well, thank you kindly for your information. And I kind of push the stack towards him.
And he looks over at you, Ari. So he'll take the stack and he's like, oh, wait. I can't let you walk away empty-handed. And he gets a stuffed rat and puts it down in front of you, Ari. You, ma'am.
Sorry.
On the house.
Thank you, but no, thank
No,
you.
no, I insist. That's my people's way. You enjoy that.
Is he full of shit?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, he's calling her a rat. I don't need insight for that.
Oh, yeah, he's totally just giving her shit.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Oh, well, if you change your mind, you do come back now.
We'll keep you in mind.
I'm sure you will. She just smiles real big.
Let's go look around.
If you happen upon any more information, we'll be in town for at least a little while. I torch the rat so it crisps the fur a little bit.
Like in your hand or like as you walk away?
Just leaving it on the table. It just singes, like the fur starts to singe a bit.
Aww, gross smell.
She giggles and
Oh dear. Is it supposed to do that? Oh, anyways. Thank you for your time. We walk out.
Ooh, roll an intimidation check. You could use charisma or strength, your choice. Depending on if you're being threatening. If you want to be a threatening type person.
Ooh.
Oh, that rolls
Oh.
Okay.
Just tease that 20.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the scariest thing in the world, but it throws him off his or her game a little bit. All right, so you leave. I'd say before you guys probably, unless you specifically stay out in the woods for a really long time, Patrick. During the time which you guys are all investigating, going around, Patrick, you do find some sort of strange tracks, kind of towards the northeastern edge of the perimeter you were searching.
Uh,
Roll a
Can I try-
nature check.
Nature, okay. Don't laugh.
Yeah, he said not to laugh.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
I'm laughing.
Nature has been here, Patrick. Nature has been here. What kind of nature it is, you're not sure.
The natural kind.
Well, the villagers aren't helping me. Maybe I can find a weird thing in the woods. I will try to follow them.
Okay, so Patrick starts following the nature trails in the woods.
Oh, jeez.
Here you go.
Sure, Deft, sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Nature sensors are at maximum capacity. There is, in fact, nature.
I'm just not familiar with the planet, man. Get off my case.
All right, so he's going to fall off on that. So he's going off on the path. At this point, the rest of you in town kind of sync back up, except you're not sure where Baron is. Audience want to roll a D100 for Baron?
Also, did you get my message?
Hold on. Let's see. Not specifically, no.
All right. No dumb numbers. For
You
me.
did go back to ask, though, right? Because you already left?
I hadn't fully left. I passed it over while I skimmed through some magical items.
So you didn't leave and come back?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Easy enough.
We got a 66 from Excel. The other one was screwing up because it does that stupid you have to be a follower to let it roll thing. Not my to do it. I don't care if you follow or not. I mean, I would appreciate it, but I don't want to require stuff like that.
What is this one?
I think it's just a way for Twitch to like prevent like you just getting a bunch of bot spamming like exclamation point Nightbot and stuff.
All right. Thank you for the follow.
Okay. So, what else you guys got? Who's doing
I
what?
think we'll follow up on our next lead and start making our way to the Beast of Burden.
Kelso, chat's always right, and they said that since they followed, we level up to 20. So
See, the best part is they've been given a goal. So the only way for them to get to 20, so they can either finish the campaign and hit 20 at the end of the campaign,
thanks for the follow.
or if they want to be 20 before the campaign ends so that they can be level 20 to finish it out and have all the fun of being 20. There is a very specific monster that they're very well aware of that they have to kill, which automatically levels them up to 20. But that is the only way they can do it before the campaign ends.
Quick question.
So they're kind of working on that right now.
Before I officially leave the Constancy, does he have any plus shields?
I would say, let me see. He's got a couple of shields. Are you looking for a specific one? Because your main sword's a two-hander, yeah? Or is it a one-hander?
It's a longsword, so one or two.
Oh, that is right.
I mean, +2 or +3 shield. I'm not sure what rarity the staff is.
He wouldn't have necessarily a +3. +2 might be a little hard for him as well. He may have some like odd shields just laying around. Just because this is a smaller, I mean, it's a bigger town, but they don't really have like a lot of higher end like weaponry type places or anything like that. A couple of things here and there, some swords.
And I guess I will have to wait for later.
He kind of looks at you. You have nice armor, nice sword.
I'm definitely offloading a certain shield in the Thal, though.
Oh, come on. If you offload it here, it might find its way to the Thal.
Yeah.
You were saying,
Let's see. He's just trying to find something to sell. Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure.
He says, as the DM, trying to find something to sell.
I know. I'm like, I don't know why nothing's popped. Oh, I always do this when I'm not paying attention. Like, I'll do what I'm supposed to, but I was looking for items in the NPC folder.
oh,
It's like, there's no necklaces or amulets. Like, what the hell's going on? Okay, much better. That works when I'm in the right spot. So for this gentleman, I would say there is a necklace. Does have a picture? Where'd the picture go? Here's one. There's a necklace that looks like this.
I love looking at items I'm not familiar with.
There is another one. It's an amulet that has like dragon symbology on it. So like wings and claws and teeth and scales all kind of mixed on it. Not sure what it does though. But that one's just a singular amulet. What about one of these?
Ah, man, I would love to see if that one is magical, the dragon one. But
Everything I sell is magical, young man. How dare you even ask?
and then what does it do?
Well, it's pretty, but while you put this on, and he puts it like on himself, I'm more alert and aware. And he like kind of jumps at you a little bit.
Oh, it doesn't even flinch.
Basically gives you advantage on initiative rolls. And these, I don't know. And he looks at you. I don't know if you could afford these.
I'm waiting.
Well, it's very expensive. I shouldn't have even. And he kind of starts to go put it like in the box he got it out of. I mean, unless you're really interested. And he turns the box around and opens the lid again.
I don't even need insight to see what this man's doing. You still haven't said what it does.
You see these beads, they're very magical. And he just nods his head.
All right, now I'm done in the store now.
It's like, you'll be back. I know it.
It's funny, he thinks he's talking to a child.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't do all six at the same time? That's lame. Wow. Really? That can't be right. wait. Okay, good, dude. It's like, there's... Oh, no, I guess they can be. Okay. Well, I know what they are if you come back, so don't worry. You'll see. All right. So you depart now?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'll leave.
All right, so I'd say probably based on where you currently are, because you're actually closer to where they're trying to go than they are, you probably would see each other because it's like one main roadway through this town. So especially just with the armor you wear, you stand out quite a bit.
Oh yeah. It's not clean either.
So you guys run into him as he's kind of heading over there as well. You look over and you just hear all of this cheering. And you notice Baron is missing.
What about Patrick?
Patrick's also missing. But you hear Baron's voice, like, yelling off in the distance towards the cheering.
Mm.
Do you go get Baron, or do you go without him?
Yeah. Probably continue on unless people want to check up on him.
I
Or
don't
checking
need
up
a
on-
stinking robot. I can have a good time all on my own.
Well, he is currently in the middle of his contest, if you want to see how it ends.
Oh yeah, I want to see this.
All right, so as you walk over, this is where the 66 comes in. You walk around the corner and you just hear someone announcing, "And we have a winner!" And you look over and you see Baron with his head face down in a thing of pie, and they're holding up this young humanoid's arm. It looks like a younger Furbolg woman, and she just looks down at Baron. She's like, "Eat it, mouth breather."
Oh my god.
And then she just like takes the trophy and goes off stage.
Or is it like
Baron's just
pie tray?
shame down in the pie, not even lifting his head up.
Yeah, I gotta swoop in on this. I'm gonna help out my homie here. To
You
console
go-
him.
Oh.
All right, so you walk up to Baron and Pie Face.
I'd get like a little towelette, moisten it, kind of dab off the pie remnants. You did a good job, buddy. You did great. You know, we can't all have the constitution of a strapping young Furbolg. It's okay.
He just tears up a little bit. Stuff together. Wipes the pie off the face.
We take him away.
All right, so you bring him over with you.
Yeah.
Some investigating will help for sure. All right. So you guys make your way over to...
Mouth breather.
Savage.
That's what I'm sensitive about.
Some of those younger ones are mean, and man, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so you guys go over towards Beast and Burden.
Where were we told that's where we were heading?
The two of them. They paid good money for it.
You coming with?
I wasn't told anything when we met up. He immediately went to go check on a pie eating contest.
It was Burn for the homies. We check on the homies. And now we're gonna go follow up on a lead. You in
How,
or no?
how long did it take them to check up on Baron?
Probably long enough to walk up to the stage, wipe some pie off on his face, console him a little bit, and come back.
We
Yeah, you
needed to get him
basically
away from
hear
shame.
the uproar, and you walk around the corner to watch him basically lose, and then you go clean him up and take him.
Was it a good pie at least?
It was delicious.
I would have been heading off already because no one told me anything. But I'd be close enough to see.
I mean, it's all pretty relatively
Yeah,
easy to
I
see,
would
too.
go track him down.
Okay.
Then I'd follow.
Yeah, no need to keep looking when we have a lead.
All right, so you go there. What do you guys do?
Just a camp for me back there, by the way. You're the best.
Just kind of smiles at you. Do we see any kobolds running around?
Not right now. You don't.
Oh, hey, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, friend. keep an eye open for kobolds with mining supplies.
Why?
They might be a lead.
They are Elwyn affiliated.
And then if we see them, how do we handle it?
Well, we could always steal one and then interrogate them gently, of course.
Holy shit! Thanks, man. Thanks for sending a sub.
Well, you can determine how you want to not gently torture these kobolds later.
We'll go ahead and make our way into the Beast of Burden.
Perfect.
Yeah, look for a shopkeep.
You see human. Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, did you have any kobolds coming today? Little guys running around?
Oh, the little guys. Yeah, no, they come by around once a month or so and pick up supplies. Weird little things.
Do you know what they're picking up supplies for?
Not really. They only speak this weird language. They typically just come with a list and money.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're trying to find a guy that we think is the leader of them. Kind of been up to no good. We just want to keep it kind of on the down low if it's not too much trouble. What kind of stuff have they been picking up?
He kind of like eyeballs you. What's it to you? I don't want no trouble in our town, you see.
we're
Those
not
little
here to
ones may
cause
be
any-
weird, but they do no harm when they spend good money.
We're not here to cause any harm. Their boss is a friend of ours. We're just checking in on him, making sure he's doing all right.
Well, I don't know about any boss. I always assumed that Gizmo was their leader, but yeah, you never know with those ones.
Huh?
He's the green one.
They come in different colors.
He's starting to really question your guys' knowledge of these things you're looking for.
Yeah,
Just
we just learned about the kobolds today. We're just looking for our friend. We haven't seen him in a while.
Well, I can tell you they came by this morning, but they left maybe about an hour later.
Do you know which way they went?
Up north,
think-
right?
They live, yeah, somewhere up north. I think they have like a small mine or something like that. I'm not 100% sure though. They're fair folk.
Do you know what they're doing up there?
Well, I would assume mining. They buy mining supplies. Yeah, don't know what they're up to. There's
Okay.
8 of them though. I don't remember all of the names of them. They have these name tag things they have on their clothing.
Who did you say the leader was? What was his name?
Gizmo.
Okay.
That's the one that always hands me the letters and the money. Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I know.
It's very helpful. Thank you.
Nah, you better best believe if I hear any harm comes to those, we'll be looking for you.
Don't worry. We're not going to do anything to them.
We'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And we ski your daddle.
All right.
Well, that seems to be a pretty concrete lead.
Yeah, we should probably head up there, I guess. I don't know how we're gonna get through the woods though.
I just definitely walk.
There's faster to walk straight there, or faster to take the roads around? This is a road going from Alpha. Or, yeah.
To get up
So-
north, you have to hike. So they're supposedly somewhere
Well,
over the
not if we
Yellowstone.
went back to Flora and up to Tilfa and then around
Why would we
the
do
roads
that?
there.
That would take so much longer.
Why would we do that?
That's why she's asking. Is it faster to just beeline it on foot or take the roundabout road with the horses?
You know, I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer because it's obvious.
I'll help you.
And Solomon says that out loud.
There you go. I've made a lollipop on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not far. It's just to the north. It's not the. It's in this area.
Oh, okay. This mile.
Yeah. That yellow circle is where we.
I was
No, we
thinking
know.
this
We
mile.
know. We know. We figured that out after we're like, where the hell are you trying to go? Yes, that makes much more sense if that's where you're trying to go. They're just trying to go north into the woods. This is kind of like not as high up as where Misfit lives. This is like in the lower woods, potentially. But, Patrick, since you've been so diligent with your search, roll me a D100.
I'll keep it.
As you're running around, you hear a strange set of voices singing.
I can understand them.
You just,
So what
as
are they
kind
singing?
of, from what you gathered, they're just saying one sound. Apparently not even a word. They're just saying, yip, 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 yip. And they just repeat that pattern over and over and over as they walk.
Okay, let me roll one of these, and I approach.
As you walk up, it is a small line of these little kobold miners pulling equipment. They're all different colors and different shapes and sizes. They're just wearing completely random stuff. They just kind of turn back and look at you.
Well, they notice me?
You came up behind them, didn't you?
I guess, yes.
You're just on a road. Like, they're on a path. It's not like a huge thing.
Okay, yeah.
They just kind of look back at you.
Mm-hmm.
And they just put their little hands up and wave.
I wave back.
And they turn back around and start walking up the hill again.
I follow them.
They turn back around and look at you.
I stop.
One of them walks up. What?
I don't know.
He like looks over you. What you?
Patrick.
What a Patrick.
Me.
Gizmo.
I nod at him.
Gizmo. Friends? Gizmo friends go work. Patrick? Go that way. He points back down the hill.
Okay. And I need to read something before I commit to this.
Okay. While you're kind of thinking about this, he walks back to the head of his little group. And he goes, and a 1, and a 2, and a yip, 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 yip. And they go back into their song.
Okay. I am going to. Hopefully this works.
You're gonna interrupt the song?
This is freaking weird. I'm going to spend 4 key points to go invisible. And then I'm going to rush ahead of them on the path. And then hide in the bushes and probably do that for a little bit.
Your invisibility hour? Or
1
is it-
minute. 1 minute,
1
which is
minute.
why I have to rush ahead of the path
Sure.
and wait for them to pass me and then do it again.
People are going to be telling stories about this like incredibly creepy robot that they've seen in the woods. It like stalks people and just like runs up to them so fast.
All right. So do you guys radio Patrick to find out where he is currently? Or what do you guys do? Because you're basically heading the same way he already is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pat, also Solomon, there's no fights today, unfortunately.
All right.
Only Baron fighting the gravity of the pie he could not get his head from.
Empty body persist. I guess that's part of empty body. Is you also. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I didn't drop your new feed in too, by the way, Patrick, but it's called Fey Footing.
Fey footing. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll just add that on my abilities page.
Does anyone have a sending stone?
I think Baron does.
I would Baron have one.
Why would I have one?
Why would you have one? That's a good question.
Ferris has one, but he has it shoved in a interplanar chest right now.
I think Tanya has one.
Tanya might have one, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Defton Ari's
Yeah,
is with
Tanya has
Caleb.
one.
That's funny. I didn't even hear Dark sneak in. What's up, man?
Gotta commission some more of these things. We keep losing them.
Just give me the money and I'll do it.
What do you need per stone?
All you have to do is message Leah, and I'm sure she would be happy to make more of them for us.
Speaking of, I am going to whisper. This is me fucking around as a player, but it's really funny, so I'm gonna just whisper
Dude, those are the
Kalsto
best
something.
moments. Sure, whisper it to me. I'm grabbing a drink for
Yeah.
real quick.
Tanya, you are the only one currently with a sending stone. We need you to message Patrick and maybe Theris to see if he's ready to come yet.
I tossed the stone over to you.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll get to Theris's fun in just a moment here.
I will activate the stone and try to connect Patrick and anyone else that has a stone.
Roll a D100, Patrick, just for fun. He's like, it's totally worth it. It's totally
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give it one more try. Yes.
All right, so Leah,
Oh god.
back at your house with your wonderful family and new roommates, all of a sudden, and you have probably like a larger sending stone that you've been working on as far as like a communication stone. Kind of similar to like what the Fey Shard was doing visually, but just a stone of your own making.
All right.
And all of a sudden you just see it kind of flicker up and you just hear yip, 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 yip. And you see this like marching line of kobolds
Hey,
hiking
thanks for the
uphill.
raid. Welcome.
And then you just see every so often they look back up towards like the point of view that you're looking from.
Like crouches behind a bush.
I think she instinctively goes for the pillow that she uses to smother it, and then she like takes a second look at it, picks it up.
Mhm.
Patrick, what are you showing me?
I'm not quite sure. The green one is called Gizmo. I felt like I should follow them for some reason.
And then Death's voice comes over.
Are these giving me perhaps Jambo vibes at all? Like someone maybe took a sample from my Jambo Prime?
They don't look like Jambo.
Okay.
They're kobolds, but they're like random. And it's weird too. Typically your kobolds are all the same type. These are all different.
don't really see a whole lot of those guys on this plane. Weird. You just following them for fun or what?
And all of a sudden, you just see like these little guys like chucking little pebbles up at Patrick.
They really don't like you following them.
That is why I think I should follow them.
I think if you chose to follow just about anyone in the manner you are currently, they would choose to throw pebbles at you as well.
What do you mean by that?
You have to realize you are quite intimidating to look at.
No one I've been around has said so.
Well, let me be the first then. Have fun with that. I suppose. Thank you for sharing.
Sorry. I had to.
You just hear the kids in the background. Oh, they're so cute. All right. So do you guys try to actually rodeo each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, so you guys go out in the general stone?
Patrick, come in, Patrick. And Theris.
Insecure.
Are you using the stone?
Mm.
Yeah, mine's in a box, so I don't even hear you.
Def doesn't know that.
Can you meet us back where we left?
No.
Can we get a update on your current whereabouts?
Colorful lizards.
Colorful lizards.
We're on our way.
Where are you?
North.
North. All right. Main path?
No.
No. A path?
Yeah, they're on a road, right?
We'll figure it out.
Well, they're on a trail.
Then you get correct. So you asked main path? Question mark.
Yeah.
No.
A path?
Yes.
Okay. We'll try to find you.
They're throwing rocks.
At you?
No. Are you catching these as they throw them with
Sure.
projectile?
Wait, with what?
You can catch projectiles. You're a monk.
Actually, wait, no, they have to make wisdom saves every time they want to throw a rock at me. I haven't done a hostile action today, so they're picking up rocks and trying to throw them at me, but they probably can't unless they can beat a DC 19 wisdom save.
I just choose
Depends
to
on how many
believe
there are.
over the sending stone we just keep hearing these little ting sounds like it's raining.
No, they're just chucking rocks. They don't even necessarily hit you.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of to get you to go away as opposed to hitting you.
Yeah, that's not working. I'm just gonna keep following them.
Yeah, Patrick. We'll try to catch up. See you soon.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help you because you told me this line is insecure, so I'm not giving you directions.
You hear this voice come over the thing. To the north. See you soon.
You are in prison?
And you
Get
just
out of my
hear
head.
you just hear Jason yelling from the back, Strix!
You little rat.
You're all of your friends are in. Well, your brother's missing. Your other buddies in prison. You're running out of buddies.
Yeah, my brother has a stone. Caleb has a stone. We have a stone. There's has a stone. Who else has a stone? I don't know. I don't know
Tanya
anymore.
did.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's the one you counted.
Yeah, I handed it over to Daphne. So she
I
could use
think
it.
there were like 6 total.
Someone had Omash's.
I think Omar still had his stone.
The last time you heard
Nah,
Omash's stone, someone who sounded like a raspy Satesh, from what Thayer said, had it.
Sora had a stone when she got melted.
Correct. One got destroyed, but we also added Leah's stone and Patrick's stones were new creations.
That's
Okay.
fine. Who's keeping track anymore?
4 weeks.
So you followed these coal boats up into the mountains?
Yep.
Okay. They eventually get to...
You know, if they're just going to keep seeing me, I'm not even going to try to hide it. I'm blatantly just following them.
Okay. They just kind of look at you after you follow them for so long. And like a light blue one walks up to you. And just kind of looks up at you. They all have name tags on, by the way.
Yeah, well, if it's in a language I can read, which would probably...
They're all in common. Like, someone literally gave them name tags.
Then what's this one called?
This one is Wriggle.
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 Ah, he wriggles around.
He looks up at you. Yip, yip. And nods.
Yip, yip. Nod.
And then you hear Gizmo, and a 1, and a 2, and a... And they all start going into the song again. They kind of look at you.
Yip, 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 yip.
All right, they let you follow them.
All right.
So you make it there first while they're still trying to follow. You are a very easy person to kind of track down because while you move very quickly, you are still a very heavy individual going through a forest. So it's really
I'm
easy to see your footprints. Broken branches.
Snapping. I'm barreling through bushes. Small broken trees everywhere.
I like to think there's like a bush with your body imprint just going through the center of it.
Yep, absolutely. I Homer Simpson, but in reverse.
Yeah. So you eventually get there. They go to like this mine. It has a very small entrance. It's maybe like a 2.5 foot circle with a little wooden door.
Mm.
Mine.
Yep, yep.
And they kind of look at you. They're trying to see like how they can get you inside. See king?
Yes.
Take the king. King see you. You're gonna have to crawl.
Hey, if I could fit in there and crawl, I will crawl. I'm just a robot, man.
Do they have like a kobold Snow White?
Yeah.
All right, Patrick is taken down into the mountain.
God.
Patrick will become kobold Snow White.
Fast forward.
Hey, before you jump in this next part, on the Tuesday game, isn't Dustin alive right now in this campaign?
Technically,
maybe.
Dustin. Well, so our Dustin is technically asleep right now. So he's actually much older than even this campaign. I think you're like 2,000 years old.
You said 3,200.
Yeah, there you go. I do have that specific.
So yes, I am somewhere.
Yeah, he's in the middle of a mud puddle somewhere.
In my element, relaxing, moisturizing.
Biding his time. Gathering his power.
It didn't do much, let's be honest.
Leah is also alive in the Tuesday campaign in a different capacity. All right, so you guys eventually find the entrance to the cave maybe 2 hours after he arrives there.
Okay.
Hello? Patrick?
I just
Don't
gonna
hear
start
anything.
walking in.
Well, you have to crawl too.
Oh, even me?
They're little.
It's 2 feet. You are at least 3 or 4.
Ability notes. Okay, I have to crouch a little bit. I am 3'9".
And it's 2'6".
Yeah, a whole foot difference. Yep.
All right, so you guys go in. Is anyone not crawling in?
Can Ari fit with her big wings?
She can tuck them in.
Probably. She can wrap them around, wrap them around herself.
You were going to
Keep
say
them to her
something
side.
Solomon, though.
You could always try descending some Patrick before you crawl into a very tight tunnel. But nobody
The
thought
tracks
of it.
lead up to this.
Yeah, how do we know this is the kobold tunnel? What if this is just like A bear cave.
Here, you want me to roll survival to spot his footprints?
Yeah.
Well, this is where he went because you followed them there. But
Yeah, I point at his obvious footprints.
And then towards the front, it like turns into skid marks towards the entrance of the tunnel.
You just see like where he's dragging on the ground, his like knees and elbows.
Okay, yeah, we'll go in the weird little den.
I ain't bothering to talk to him. I don't have a sending stone.
All right, as you guys make your way down to this chamber, you see lights up in front of you. And as you walk in, you just see it's like this big, almost like someone has a house they built underground. It's like a very large great room. And you just see all the little kobolds sitting there, and they're like putting all these little gifts in front of Patrick.
I'm just watching.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in, clang, 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 clang.
All the kobolds turn around. Intruders, and they all run in front of Patrick and like link up arms to protect him.
They have accepted you.
Oh, hello, Solomon.
It looks back over to you, and all they ever hear is yip yip, unless they speak Draconic. But yeah, they just look at you. They look back at Solomon, up to you for approval. Yip yip.
I nod.
And you just watch them. They still keep their arms linked, but they loosen up a little bit.
How tall is this one room?
This room is a little bit bigger. It's probably like 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to sit on the floor. I guess.
Oh, and you can see all their beds. There looks like there's only 8 of them.
Oh wait, no, I'm only 5'2" in this body. Never mind, I can stand.
How tall is this room?
So
6.
what is going on here?
Okay.
They look over at him. They look up at you. They only speak Draconic.
Mm-hmm. I'm asking Patrick.
I'm not quite sure. They just accepted me when I copied their behavior, and then I was given gifts. There like a? It's just a big room. There's not like a structure in here, is it?
No, like it's just a dugout hole.
They're going to be like the Ewoks with C-3PO here in a minute.
What kind of gifts is Patrick being given?
Like dead animals, bugs, bits, and just random things that they found and kept and like made into other things.
Oh, good.
Rory makes her way into the room and like dusts herself off.
There's a scorpion on a stick.
Yummy.
It was
no, if we're poking, not eating.
Oh.
Was Deft or Ari in front of each other? So who comes out first?
Or was the second one into the tunnel?
So Deft was behind you?
I would assume.
I'll let Tanya go before me.
Buddy, that might be worse. Think about it.
Tanya's like 4.
That's why it's worse.
She's 16?
I crawl in backwards. What do you guys want from me?
That's what we want from you, yes.
I crawl in backwards.
They wear pants.
I don't know, man. Pants show a lot.
She's 13 now, or yeah, it
These
might
are
be 16
animals.
now. I don't
All
know.
right, let's.
No, Solomon was going to judge you for how perverted you were going to be.
I crawl in backwards.
No, I that's not what I was doing.
Oh.
I wanted to know how long I had to wait to be belligerent.
You do not need any excuse to be belligerent.
Yeah, but you're the one who has minor illusion.
So, Patrick, let's catch you up on what we found out in town. So, Eltwin was seen with a pack of little kobolds up in the hills, digging holes and stuff.
They raise their hands.
She says you were digging holes for someone.
Big hole, yeah. They nod their head.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you show him what he looks like? Ask him if you've seen him.
Well, there was a green one named Gizmo.
I point at Gizmo.
Gizmo waves.
Hi, Gizmo. I wave back. Have you seen this man? And I'll conjure up a little image of Elwyn.
Oh gosh, I know all their names now. I was with them for 2 hours.
Oh, yes. So for you, Patrick, because you know all their names, there's Gizmo, Rascal, Snicker, Wriggle, Puck, Glimmer, Zoom, and Jinx.
Okay.
You know, Zoom is my favorite.
He's yellow.
Oh, even better.
Thinking of either Snicker or Jinx.
It's a shame I might have to kill them.
But yeah, they all recognize the image as boss.
Okay. Do they understand me?
No.
Do you guys understand me?
Can you talk the language of a dragon?
Well, I mean, I can't understand them, but maybe they can understand me.
Oh
is
no,
what I'm
they
asking.
will certainly understand me.
Okay. Well, we have a couple questions. Patrick, if you'd be so kind as to help us translate, that would be wonderful.
Yip.
Yep.
Their attention, so every time you talk, all of them like shift their view to you, and then they shift their view to Patrick to see what he translates.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
To start, I suppose we can ask, when was the last time you saw Boss? How many days ago?
How many days has it been since you have seen Boss?
And they all kind of look at each other. And they start like borrowing each other's fingers. Yeah. 14.
14.
Okay, 2 weeks is...
They hold up all their collective hands needed to give you 14. And they all walk over towards Patrick. New boss.
No.
New boss? Well, Patrick, hold on a minute.
Oh.
I want you to think about this decision. It's a big job to lead people, and you really, when they choose
designed
you,
to serve people, not lead them.
When they choose you, it's hard to tell them no.
You just see
Maybe
Rascal.
not for you.
Rascal walks up to you, and he just he's probably the smallest one, and he just takes a little pick and he holds it up to you.
Oh.
Boss?
I'll reach down and take it from his hand and hold it.
And you formally accepted. Congratulations. You are now their boss forever.
They're so adorable.
I do not believe that is what I did.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what you did.
So they don't know anything.
Well, that doesn't mean... Go ahead.
I was going to talk about information I don't know yet.
Can you ask them if they know where their old boss is? Or where he goes?
They wouldn't be looking for a new one if they knew.
Where was the last place you saw your old boss?
Ant farm.
They say an ant farm.
Oh.
Where's that?
Where?
Say somewhere between the Thal and Lenore. Or maybe. Yeah, where we ran into those ants before.
That was on the main continent.
Oh.
And those were like centipedes.
Mm-hmm. They will draw you a picture.
Weren't they on keg?
Or they'll mark. They were on keg, correct. They mark a new location for you. Ant farm.
Alien ant farm.
Are you talking about small ants, or are these big ants? Like
Big or
very big
small?
ants?
I like do the hand gestures of like small or big.
They do big.
Oh,
I'm gonna
really big bugs.
I'm gonna conjure an image of one of the children. Just one of like the generic ones. Like this? Does
They all run
they
and hide.
look? Do they look like the? Oh, I'm sorry. I
Is that your ant?
retract it. Ants like this?
Gizmo puts his head up. No.
No. Okay. I'm scared of
He'll
him.
draw you like an ant the best he can, like a stick in the ground.
Okay, so like actual
And
ants.
just like a big ant.
Okay, that's weird.
They say big, they're size of chihuahuas.
What are these little guys digging for? What are you digging for?
Why do you dig?
Mhm.
Do you,
Boss say dig. Boss never say stop dig.
has boss ever taken anything?
No. Boss play with ant. We make place for ant, but now ant make own place.
It
So
seems
now
like
we-
this. It seems like this is more for space than to gather something.
Seems like they were abandoned once they were no longer useful.
So ant. Okay, let me get this straight. Elwin is trying to make a giant ant farm here, but the ants are somewhere else now.
Convinces you this is Elwin.
Ants. Ant farm. And then they point to the room. Huh. Not ant farm. And then he points again on the little map. Ant farm.
This place wasn't supposed to be an ant farm.
No.
Do you know what it was supposed to be?
It's their home.
Oh, kind.
And he points at them.
Do you have anything from boss?
Roll D100.
I'm rerolling. Same. Whatever.
Kind of look over at you. And they run over and they go through like this little chest and they bring over a red kobold hand puppet. They hold that up. Jimbo.
Jump.
Wait, I want to pull out Benson.
There's a Benson in the chest too.
Yeah, I pull out the Benson that I was given.
And you just watch all of them drop to their knees and bow.
So, correct, man, I take it.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
So we should not ignore the ant farm.
No, that
Here's
looks like our
Ron.
next lead.
It is fairly close. We might as well go check it out.
How long was the tunnel before we got to this room?
It takes a bit of time, especially since you're crawling. It probably takes you like 20 minutes to get down to where their lair is. Yeah, they just basically started digging around this whole place because he told them to start digging, but he never told them why and never told them to stop.
I think Ari wants to teleport out.
That is a distinct possibility. Approximately
I'm already crawling out.
It's probably like at least a good, 1,200 feet or so.
How far down were we?
Get to crawling.
Or
Not
where to go?
100% sure.
Maybe if you had keen mind, you would.
I was actually just about to give her shit for that. I was like, if you had keen mind, you might have a good idea of your depth.
Looks over to Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Patrick doesn't have it anymore.
No, let her ask.
Oh, just ask.
Yeah, you just got talked over is all.
Patrick, how far down are we?
He sits there in silence for a while, and I'm going to roll one of these just to see what answer I should give you. 426 feet.
You made that up. You made that up just now.
Insight, please.
I kind of want to. No, I can't.
Oh yeah, he's full of shit.
While not perceptive, Ari like starts doing like math and she's like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense at all because of the angle.
Telling lies?
Yes, that's my best guess.
All right, so you crawling out, Ari?
Yeah, she could teleport up, but
Okay.
Do it.
By the time you are done in the cave, it is probably like 7 o'clock. Do you head towards the location where the ant farm is, or do you head to town? Do you stay here? What do you guys do? There's
I
still
have the
plenty
last
of
thing
light
I
for a
wanna
little
do.
bit.
I'm gonna take a knee in front of Gizmo.
Mhm.
And I want to relinquish the finger puppet of Benson to him.
So you give it to him, he kind of will take it, and he'll hold it up in front of all of them, and you just all hear them like beginning to yip. And they go and they put it in their chest of puppets.
The chest of treasures.
It's their treasure.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, are we heading to the ant farm, or are you heading back into town?
Why would we head back to town?
You said it was 7.
Mhm.
Summon looks in the general direction of the sun. He doesn't look directly at it. You seem to adverse to traveling at night.
I suppose we probably should try not to get into too much trouble at night, but I'm not opposed to starting our trek over there at least. But if everyone else wants to call it a night, then I suppose we can either head back to town or camp up here.
I'm already heading over to the ants after you said you're fine.
You have 2 hours of daylight left. Well, light. Enough light to navigate through things without torches. You still can continue past that.
too far away. I can always teleport us back to Lenore.
Yeah, let's keep on going then.
Do you appoint him, Patrick?
Oh yeah.
All right, so you do watch. There's like this brief little ceremony.
I like pull out a torch from my backpack and I just start handing a torch to each one of these little guys. Gizmo gets 2. And then you just hear Patrick, yip, 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 and then he leaves.
They'll kind of like do a little bow and then they sing a little yip yip song as you leave.
That's 8 torches, right?
There's 8 of them total. So if all of them
9
got
torches.
1 and 9 torches total, yeah.
9 torches total. Sweet.
I need to check what I had right now.
But yeah, based on, and I don't think anyone's super familiar with this location, from where you are now to where you need to go, really hard to say. That could take based on the terrain, unless you want to do some different way of travel. That could be like a 68-hour trek from your current location.
I could just run ahead and scour the area. That worked well for me before.
You know, Tanya, you're really strong. You could carry Solomon, and Patrick runs ahead, and all of us fly.
I guess I could.
Tanya can't fly for very long, though, can she?
Can't fly very fast either. She can
How-
fly 4 hours a day total.
Yeah, how long the boots last?
What's the carry weight of the boots?
Not a whole bunch. It
think
basically
it's
carries
one of our-
Tanya and like possibly another person. And the more people she carries, the more her speed will reduce down.
I am carrying 200 pounds of gear plus my weight, which is
Well,
not
you
much.
can also turn into an eagle.
Yeah, and I'm aware.
The only person who can't fly would be Patrick at the moment, I think, right?
And Patrick has supersonic speeds.
Yeah, I'll tear through those forests. Why not?
I mean, you guys can certainly try.
I'm waiting to hear what this plan is of action.
I mean, he did just call Duft out for being a coward baby and not traveling at nighttime. And
Bro,
he-
I
he
literally
did-
said we can travel still. What?
You did? Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that. I'm sorry.
No, I said if people want to go to town and take a break or make camp, we can. But I'm fine to keep traveling.
I have no need for breaks.
He said he's fine, but with an out.
Yeah, basically.
Theris, for your inspiration for any evil plans you may have plotting you're trying to do, you basically have been able to infiltrate. You can get yourself almost anywhere at this point. And yeah, not many things you probably couldn't do at this moment.
Some of the other things I wanted to attempt to help spread more chaos is after some of the other victims or the dead from their units is after a day of rest, each day I can max level raise dead as 2 mummies, then garb them in soldier uniforms and send them in to just randomly start attacking everybody to spread mummy rot.
Oddly enough, out of the things that they are very adept at dealing with, undead are one of the things, because so basically the structure of Simthir, it's very much like a militaristic society. They only have humans and Asimars. And then they're all basically fighters of some type, paladins, clerics. They do have a couple of casters, but they're fairly rare. Most of their casters are of a divine nature. They're kind of assholes too.
Then I'll do that on the first one. I'll realize, that's not going to work. And then probably just keep doing more storms and earthquakes.
As you are kind of doing that, at some point you just watch as your sister comes, will like materialize as a vision to you. She's not like materialized from the staff. You could just see her in the room with you. It's kind of like a, not like schizophrenia, but actual voices in your head. And she just was like, "Brother, let me help you. You shouldn't have to take this burden alone."
You're right. You seem quite adept with the blade, so perhaps we should find you some darker clothing and...
No, brother. Don't you worry about me at all. You get some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Here's a question.
Uh-huh.
Well, it says no, because that'd be unconscious. Is sleeping unconscious?
Yes, technically.
Okay.
That's why you can't
I could
hold
buff her up and then
concentration.
cool, throw a couple good buffs on her and then go to bed.
It sounds like something you do in the EQ days. Like, all right, I'm going to just sit in the corner and buff you every so often. Let me know if you need more buffs in a damage shield.
Yeah, like getting some magic weapon, some extra AC or something.
No, she seems to feel rather comfortable. She just wants you to get rest.
Very well. I'll see what kind of chaos she can sow.
Yeah. So this will be kind of the same night. So you've already been plotting for like the last several days and finding out information. You haven't really found out specifically why they came here, though, although you do determine that all those preemptive attacks definitely were something they knew happened, although they didn't apparently do them, and they don't know who did. But basically, once those things were discovered, it was like the full steam ahead with the invasion. Because the only thing that really held them back before is they were going to have a fight. Once there's no fight, it was pretty easy to be like, okay, let's go. So it seems like whoever was in charge of those explosions is probably a little bit more responsible. But we'll get to your sister's result the next morning.
Okay.
So you guys travel, how late do you want to travel into the night? Are you going to make the whole distance?
All night, baby.
Not all night.
All night, baby. You're in the sky.
I
Patrick's
have
faster than you. I run
human
away from
people
responsibility.
that I have to keep healthy.
They
Yeah,
also
that's
do-
not me, baby.
All right.
They also don't have to worry about terrain either, though. To some extent, you do. You're probably better at the terrain than most.
So
I mean,
when
I literally can't take fall damage, so yeah.
when Ari and Deft fly off, I looked at Patrick. Patrick, before you go,
You like catch him like the first 2 steps in his sprint, and he stops.
He's 40 feet away.
Yeah.
you can fly as well if need be. If that would be easier.
I cannot fly.
I can turn you into a flight animal.
Why would I want to be an animal?
Oh, and Baron too, don't forget.
Oh yeah, we do have Baron.
And he's 25 feet. He's slow.
It would keep us together in the air at least.
I think you should focus more on there, and I can take care of my own self.
All right. Very well. All right, so you
Hey,
carry
Heroes
Baron.
Zone, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope y'all had a great night.
How long does your polymorph last?
It is a normal ass polymorph spell. So
So
an hour.
So that's going to be your other problem. So Tanya, it's going to take, even flying, it still takes you a considerable amount of time to get there. Tanya and Solomon cannot make that distance, I don't think, unless he gets really lucky with dice.
Well, the first one I could cast it again.
We
So
can
I
also go
have
part
2
way till it
hours.
gets pretty dark. Then we'll land in a clearing.
You can
So a
stop
few
that, though.
hours.
So we go 2 hours in.
Yeah. We'll
Sure.
go like 2-ish hours further.
You know, those would normally be bad rolls, but for me, that's fine.
Well,
All right, so you guys make it, we'll say 9:30.
it is getting really dark. It's going to be hard to spot the antelope.
Yeah, and this is a dense forest. If you're flying above it, it's really hard to see anything.
Yeah, I don't want to miss it, though I doubt we're there yet.
How about we head back and start searching again in the morning?
Well, we can stop here and make camp. Unless you want to sleep in a bed. Of which I understand.
And then why did we
It's
head
also
this
helping
way
you
if we
to
were
enjoy
going to
some of
head
the
back anyways?
festivities.
What was that, Techno?
Was also helping to enjoy some of the festivities.
Most glamping thing I've ever heard.
As much as I would love to partake in the festival, we are on a bit of a time crunch here.
I can get us back to wherever we leave from.
If we were going to head back into town at halfway, why don't we just go there in the first place?
Yeah, I think we should probably camp up here for tonight and try to find the anthill in the morning, and then maybe head south depending on what we find.
All right, so you guys camp? Or do you go back?
I am camping regardless of what they decide.
That is a fair point, but I don't know if I want to tell them.
Okay, then it will just come up later.
I'm just waiting for it to click in.
You mean the fact that Patrick's not here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
Well, let me give you a perception. Ari's not exactly the most observant.
Well, he ran ahead. So you already knew that much. So you don't know how far ahead Patrick is. Behind.
Wait, are we missing one?
What do you?
He didn't keep pace.
Yeah, no, he went way ahead. I'm gonna send him a message with this stone. Hey, Patrick, we're gonna set up camp, I think. Do you want me to... I can send a flare up if you want to come find us, or you can just, like, do your thing.
Why do you insist on using an insecure line so frequently?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Fix
because it's the only way I can contact you, Patrick.
You need to fix this.
I need to fix this.
Wait, doesn't Baron know sending?
I make like a cutting motion across my neck at Ari and shake my head.
I don't think he wants to talk to me.
Patrick, I can send up a flare if you would like to come meet us. If not, I will send you a message in the morning. Try not to get into trouble.
I shall keep looking for ants.
Try not to get into trouble. Don't go too far. You might pass it.
All right, so you guys camp.
Might as well.
Patrick continues on with his search. All right, so Patrick, it is nighttime, so your survival check will be a disadvantage.
You're right back.
But you can continue looking around.
Okay.
Okay.
When everyone goes to sleep, I'm turning into a giant owl.
All right, so they kind of set up camp. And then you want to be an owl?
Giant owl, and I'm gonna look around.
Sure. So as you fly around, roll just a perception check. Because pretty much everything's in heavy cover anyways.
Yep. So it's advantage, disadvantage.
Mhm.
What is the... do I have an owl on my cohorts?
Patrick, I would say you eventually do find these ant tracks. Probably can narrow in on them within the next hour or two. If you want to.
I think I will progress a little bit, but I was told don't get into trouble. Getting close, starting this on my own is getting into trouble. So I will get what I feel is halfway there, and then just power down or go into a stasis mode.
Yep. So you probably find
Alright, back.
the biggest concentration of tracks you can kind of tell multiple of these large ants have been going through. And you kind of just find a safe spot to sit and observe and wait for everybody else to show up.
I'm going to wait for dawn to rise, and then I'm going to ask for a flare.
Sure.
That's my current plan.
All right. Solomon, as you're kind of flying around, nothing out of the ordinary. You see some fireworks coming off in the distance from Lenore as part of the festival. But other than that, it's fairly quiet.
Okay. Before the hour is up, I will go back to the camp.
Okay. So you land, revert back into your humanoid form. Sure. All right. So you all long rest?
Can I play a little Patrick memory?
Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
we'll do a Patrick memory. Also, I do need, if anyone in chat wants, I need, hold on, 2 D100s.
As much as I don't want to, I will long rest.
Sure. What do you want to access for the nighttime, Patrick?
You said you just have like various instances of Patrick memories, but if you want something more specific, I want to look through the .bu file and see if I can find the kid Patrick crewmate, like if he has like a profile or like ID card or something that I can look at.
Excel, no. Excel.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look at this before I can read this.
You know better.
We'll get back to that in a minute. Okay.
We need a second one still, so someone else can roll.
It does look like there is like a file on Patrick. It looks like his father was kind of the captain of the station that you were kind of attached to. There was only 5 people that were on the station in general. All of them alive at the time of the incident. The only record that showed a life termination was that of Patrick. The other ones, there's no record. But other than that, your backup file, it has all of the records of everything that was kind of on board, trajectories, which don't necessarily make perfect sense unless you have like a relevant point to compare them to. But it's like travel logs and things, and it apparently you had been rotating and orbiting this planet for probably about like at least 7 months before the incident of the crash occurred.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you essentially, it looks like they were collecting like all sorts of different data about this planet, like atmospheric, different life signs.
They wanted some cows.
Yeah. So apparently you were, it seems mostly scientific, but as you kind of start indexing data and going through all of that, it basically, that's what you're able to determine. You also do get time to review more of the file on the children if you want. Okay. And basically your ship came across them and they're like extremely resilient, and you actually did some experiments on them. They're highly adaptive. So the undeath piece I told you about previously is just one of the benefits of the thing, but it seems that these creatures, from a genetic standpoint, can almost adapt to anything to survive. So you basically collected it for many different benefits to potentially bring back to the home plane you came from. Unfortunately, it looks like that did not happen.
Great.
You do know, though, of part of the experiments based on the logs, highly pitched sounds were used to kind of suppress them and subdue them, almost kind of to prevent them as like a pain measure when they were being held, when they were bigger. So your idea was not far off from what your ship did for the larger ones.
Okay.
But before you guys wake up the next morning, Theris.
Yes.
Kind of wake up in the morning and you smell food cooking in your kitchen.
Immediately kind of like on guard and carefully sneak around where I can assess who's in my home.
You just see Thea cooking food. Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Did you sleep
How
well?
was your how was your evening?
Oh, very.
And I kind of look around to see if I can notice anything out of place, any bodies or blood-stained weapon and clothing.
The only thing you notice that's slightly different, your sink is no longer stained blue. It's now this like purplish color. It doesn't smell or anything. It's just stained a little bit. She looks over. I even had time to make your favorite, and she's making like pancakes.
I'm gonna be like, actually, that's like that was Theris from that world that liked pancakes. I was more of a sausage and eggs guy, but I'm like, oh, well, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't say that out loud. I think that to myself,
Oh, I know. She still says it.
so she could pick up on my thoughts.
Yeah. They live inside you.
Right, but I didn't know that if they had all complete
You're not
access to
sure.
my thoughts. Like, oh, it's
First
no
time
harm. I
anyone's
love
made a
pancakes
comment.
as well, but
Tell
slight
her.
differences between worlds that were created and no longer exist.
Well, you enjoy your pancakes. I'm gonna go recharge a bit. But if you need me, I'm just but a thought away. And you watch as she goes back into the staff. As you go out for your daily kind of gathering and patrol, roll a D100.
Someone in chat roll me a D100. First one gets it.
Yeah, and I already taken Excels. I already know what that goes to.
The second one you asked for was a 56.
Oh, nice. So this will be a third one. Where we
Who wants to decide my fate?
Ooh.
There is a 59 from Terran Wonder.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
Look right above it.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
There
wait.
was...
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Excel got one already.
Excel did sneak it. Well, they're close. 52, 59 is pretty much probably the same thing.
Yeah, they yield the same thing.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So as you walk your way out and you look around, you just see like carts of bodies being kind of like piled up and burned out in the field.
Now, is that odd? Because, I mean, I assume I did quite a bit of destruction with the earthquakes and the
Oh no, this
storm.
is like beyond. Like there's hundreds and hundreds of bodies that are being burned.
Oh my god. Your sister, dude.
So I'm going to, of course, shift into one of or I'm probably already in the guard outfit and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I was patrolling on the other side of the city all night. What's happened?
Oh no. All sorts of people. There must have been something in the water or something.
Was
I've never seen anything like it.
poison or what?
And he'll kind of like watch, and you see like there's some people that still haven't died yet that like got affected by whatever happened. And you look over, roll a medicine check with advantage.
Goodbye, civilian.
You look the effects of this look very, very similar to that purple flower stuff at the beginning of the game.
And our clerics couldn't do anything with this?
Your clerks aren't here anymore.
No. I'm talking about this army because they've got a lot of paladins and clerics, so.
We tried to heal them. They died.
That's horrible. We have to make sure we stay vigilant and stay away from whatever's causing that. Was it from a well?
They just shakes his head. Like they don't know. They're checking like all of their water supplies.
I'll make sure to spread the word to anyone else that was on patrol on the other side. Thanks for the information.
As you make your way through, it looks like she hit all 10 camps.
Just kind of, I lower the visor on my helm as I'm walking and just kind of smile to myself.
Mm-hmm. It seems she made some sort of like makeshift purple flower poison. So it's not just like the effects that the people had at the beginning of the campaign. She added like a poison element to it.
I'll just think into my head, just like a resourceful, crafty girl you are.
Mm-hmm. And as you like think in your head and like give this appreciation, you just get this immediate sense of like gratification on her end of like making you happy makes her extremely happy. Like anything for you, brother.
We make such a good team. That's why I've always loved you.
Your new pet. All right. Back to the not so evil happenings going on.
Quick question. It was a guard rotation put up then. Or is everyone sleeping?
Oddly enough, you look about, you guys didn't really discuss it, but everything seems to be okay.
Right,
However,
yeah.
let's see.
I think I'm staying up if
Everybody, so Deft, Solomon, Baron, and Ari. Roll D100s.
Alright, this is for Solomon. 13.
Oh,
I got a
nice.
5.
Jesus.
That means I'm safe.
Deft coming in with a
Don't
5.
jinx yourself.
I'll try and grab Bear. For Baird. 74.
As Baron wakes up, what? All of his booze has been stolen.
I was giving up that anyways. It hurts.
You guys look around. The only thing you see, there's like these rabbit footprints.
Hearing that Baron's or some Baron stuff has been stolen, Ari will immediately start checking her stuff.
Go through. Everything seems to be there.
I'm not missing anything. Is anyone else?
I look at my important things.
Everything seems to be there.
You see Solomon toss some like old rusted stuff out of his bag. That's probably full of holes.
Tanya goes through her bag to make sure everything's there.
All right. So, how do you guys start out your morning?
Well, first of all, we skip breakfast and start moving.
All right. So you just start immediately into your hike.
We could make some
or you
like
fly.
oatmeal,
Right.
some grits.
There's always time for oatmeal.
Do you
Have some
those?
granola.
Do you have a pot to cook them in?
Patrick, you'd probably be up first too if you want to ask for your flare.
No, I'm getting lost in the numbers right now. I'm waiting for him to contact me.
All right. So you guys make your decision on your oatmeal or no oatmeal and continue on.
I'm gonna put Sock on breakfast duty, and I'm gonna call Patrick. Good morning, Patrick. We are getting ready to head out again. I am once again offering to send up a signal flare.
That would help you. That would help me guide you.
Would that help? Yeah, I can do it.
Hold on, let me climb a tree.
Patrick, as you climb the tree, roll a perception check. You see smoke coming the direction of your party members. Or past them, you're not sure.
Have you started a fire yet?
Did we start a fire?
Have we
I don't
started
think so.
fire yet?
You have no fire and no oatmeal.
Oh.
No, we haven't burned anything.
Fly up.
I start flying up.
All right, you fly up. Turn around. There are smokestacks coming from Lenore.
Do they look bad?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just everyone had a controlled burn at the same time on a morning after a party.
as a person very familiar with arson, is the smoke? I don't know. I'm just trying to get like the scale of this. Is it coming from like a lot of different places? Is it one giant plume?
No, it's not one giant plume. There's like several smaller plumes around the town. Based on the distance you're away, it's kind of hard to see the exact angle of what's where, but there are several.
Oh dear. Okay, Patrick, change of plans. I am gonna get back to the others.
Wait, can you see me from there?
I squint eastward
Behind you.
towards the trees.
Behind you.
Squint
Left,
harder.
right, left again.
How far away are you? Can you see me? Wait.
Roll a perception check, Deft.
He's like 3 trees over.
That's a 23.
You see this little glimmer off in the distance?
Oh, wait. I think I see you.
Tell the others where I am.
Did you find the ants? Are they over there?
I got close, but you told me not to cause trouble.
Okay, perfect. Give me just a few minutes.
You can get there in a few minutes.
I'm a little concerned about the town. Just hold on. I'm gonna flip back. Yeah, I'm gonna fly back down. Hey, so we found Patrick. He's not too far away. Problem, I think the town is on fire.
We should get back and help.
Ari, would you be able to teleport back? Either alone or with someone else? Probably with someone else. Just to see if it's something we should swap our attention to.
Do you want to come with?
How about you take Bern and maybe Tanya?
She's going to grab like just a random stick or branch.
We'll be back soon.
Oh wait, I'm gonna give her the sending stone.
All right, so we have the party split into 3. Excellent.
She'll give him a kiss on the cheek as well.
Try not to get into too much trouble while I'm gone.
No promises.
All right. Roll a D100.
Oh god.
Don't worry about it.
And with that, we will teleport back to Lenore.
Right, so
we'll aim
the 3 of
for
you teleport
probably,
back?
yeah, we'll probably aim for like town square. It's probably the most central point she could think of.
Sure. And so you teleport back. It does look like some damage has been done. You see there are like soldiers that look like they have a bit of blood on them. It seems everything's stabilized for the moment, though. A couple of dead people, but other than that, mostly all okay.
Are the fires out?
You look at these fire stacks. They all seem to be like at very specific points. Roll an investigation check as you kind of go over to some of these. They've been very crispified, but you are semi-familiar because you've done similar work to some of these yourself. These are children. Without a doubt. Seems like they were in the area.
She'll run over to someone who looks like they're in charge.
Is everything okay here?
Yeah, no, we have everything under control now. These strange creatures attacked them early in the morning. Almost overpowered us too. If it wasn't for that kid, I don't know if we'd be okay.
Kid?
Yeah, some weird kid.
An elf, maybe about this tall.
I don't know. I think he was over in a medical tent. And points like down the road.
She'll make her or hastily make her way over there.
As you make your way over there, you look inside the tent, and there's a small blonde little elf boy, laid in a bed unconscious. And you just see it's Khan with he's got like a broken arm and he's all bandaged up, like his head. He looks like he got the crap kicked out of him and clawed up.
Oh.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we brought the healer.
Level 2, because it's free.
Oh yeah, Bear can heal him too.
How many of those do you need to bring him back to normal?
No. He's got some damage too. You might need like a regenerate. But they haven't. He's stable for now. He's just really got it taken hard. And you notice like the little medical people looking over, like, it's so impressive. I've never seen a
Very
little kid use so much magic.
Anya hides her thing that holds the spell so they don't notice.
It's like he killed them all on his own. All right, so as you kind of sit there watching over Con and all that good stuff, Deft, Solomon, you guys make your way to Patrick?
I mean, I
Yeah, might as well.
need to have left of the way, but yes.
Easy enough to catch up. So do the three of you decide to go into the ant hill before the rest of them come back?
I would, yes.
It's up to you three.
If you guys want to scope it out, I would be happy to try to quietly take a look, just to avoid trouble. You guys are not the stealthiest.
They are just ants.
They're very big ants, and I'm sure Elwyn has worked some magic here. Not really sure what we have in store.
If that is what you say.
It'd be foolish to do it without the full group here.
It would be a little foolish. But then again, if we find no signs of Elwyn, we can always head back to the town.
And if you get caught by them, then what? And if they're
What, by
hostile,
big
Well,
ants?
then he contacts me with the stone.
we don't have a stone.
Mhm.
It was given away
Excuse
to
me.
Ari.
I gave it to Ari.
At this point, you just watch a plume of smoke come out from behind like Deft's cloak, and you just see his dog appear.
Patrick backs up 15 feet immediately.
Wait, you've seen my dog?
Yeah.
He
Give
goes
him
down.
on the head.
He jumps down into like a playful mode with his butt up in there, and he's just looking at Patrick.
I am now 120 feet away.
Oh, you've done it now. He loves to chase.
You watch as all of a sudden he poops into smoke and he appears behind you.
I go invisible. And then I roll one of these, and I am gone.
He's gonna start sniffing.
Wow, he really doesn't like dogs.
Are you sure that's a dog?
What do you mean? What kind of question is that? It's my
It
dog,
walks
dog.
up to Solomon
It's an apt question.
and it just looks at you and it sits down and it does the half cocked head thing.
See, now he's giving you the stink eye. That's what you deserve, Solomon. Yeah, you tell him, Smoke.
I feel like I'm about to get in trouble. It's behaving more like a cat than a dog.
He just looks
Don't
back
have a
and he
lot of
looks over his shoulder
experience
at
with
Jeff.
dogs, do you?
He just lays down and puts his paws over his snout.
What? It singled out the one person that was uncomfortable with it and then start bothering them. I look at deadpan.
Smoke just likes making friends. I'm sure it's not that deep.
I look at the dog. Is it inside or animal handling to tell what it was intending?
I'll allow either.
Animal handling is worse, so I feel like I want to roll that one.
I mean, he looked like he was trying to play. I'm sure he never had a robot in his life that meant a lot to him that he loved to play with that was taken from him. I'm sure.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Dad.
Guess who long rested?
It's okay.
All right. Not that bad.
He just gets up and he starts spinning in circles. He does not give two shits.
Attaboy. What do you guys think? Are we going in or are we going to wait?
You don't know where Patrick is.
Okay. Patrick? Solomon, what do you think?
Smoke poops. Or you just feel like something nuzzling into like the back of your hip as a little snout pops through.
Hey there, little guy.
Where either you go in alone quietly or you don't go in quietly and we all go in.
When did you follow? No.
No.
Well, Death.
Yeah, those are the options I gave you. I was just asking if you had a preference. Would you rather get this done sooner or do it safer?
We should wait.
All right. Wait it is. Where did that little rascal run off to?
He said this all of a sudden it seems like he hears something and he poops back into smoke and is back at Deft.
Ari probably was crouched down and mid ruffle.
I select a hefty stick, not too big, not too small,
Mhm.
and I huck it as far as I can.
Full 200.
I hit Patrick. Oh my god, I hope I hit Patrick.
I don't know, rolling athletics too.
It's not that far.
You hear a small tink in the middle of the path. Followed by you feel something really heavy move really quickly.
Let's see. As you watch as Smoke grabs the stick in his mouth and he comes back and he's just holding it in his mouth and you just watch the ends light on fire as he's holding it.
Ooh, I try to pat them out.
And he
Good
just
boy,
drops the
good dog.
stick.
You know what, Smoke? I think I heard Patrick rustling around in there. Go find him.
He's gonna start sniffing. I'm gonna find this guy. Intimidation perception. Oh shit. That is a 23 versus Patrick. You just are sitting there, and all of a sudden, you just hear from behind you.
Up a tree.
Patrick, we need you.
You're just sitting at the bottom waiting.
Patrick, we need you to be able to communicate with the others.
And then remove that thing.
Come here, bud.
He just like trots back over to Deft.
Just rub him down.
It is still there.
Well,
You
I'm not
just
gonna
watch
send
him.
him away.
He just poops into smoke.
Okay. Do you not like dogs or something?
Yes.
For any reason in particular?
Fur.
Fur.
Lots up his circuits, man.
Oh yeah. No, DB had the same problem. Sock liked him a lot. Yeah, fur kind of plugs up the joints a bit.
Small boy is not covered in fur.
Well, technically, he is sometimes.
What?
What?
What? Humans grow fur too?
It's not fur. It's hair.
Yes, hair is fine.
All right, so while you guys have your awkward
Patrick, how
conversation,
about you come down from the tree? We can talk about this a little more.
Is it gone?
It's gone.
I'm rolling insight on you.
His name is Smoke, by the way.
I climbed down the
God.
tree.
he appears to be going.
I think it's time to go say hi to some ants.
Speaking of which, as you guys have discovered, basically, there's nothing that you can immediately do in the town. Do you message back to them? What are you guys doing? Smoke is also back at you again.
Oh, hey. Okay. I've got an idea.
She's going to attempt to procure a some paper and ink and quill, and write down a message
Saying, town was attacked, but it's safe. The children are the ones that attacked it, not using sending stone in case they're listening.
and she's gonna kind of like roll it up, tie it with some string or a ribbon or something.
As you go to tie it on him, he puts his paw on your hand and he knocks it down.
Well, I meant tie up like the roll up the page and tie it up.
Oh.
She's gonna hand it to him.
He refuses.
Can you bring this back to Deft?
Ruff,
Come on.
ruff. He seems upset about something. He's refusing to go back.
What if
He's pouting.
what if I get you a treat?
Ruff.
Smoke is a professional. Smoke does not take bribes.
Not a bribe, it's a treat.
Ruff.
It's a bribe.
Would this be inside or animal handling?
This would be animal handling. He seems upset about something. He doesn't seem to want to go back.
It's probably Solomon's fault.
Khan is still unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Funny enough, though, he does kind of recognize Khan. You watch as the dog like jumps up on Khan's bed and lays like at the foot of the bed.
She'll head over to one of the nurses.
When he wakes up, will you let him know that we stopped by?
Ruff.
That he's doing well?
Ruff.
It shouldn't take him this long to get back to us.
She was telling that to like one of the nurses that are stationed there. With that,
All right, everyone, let's get back.
Right, you end up teleporting back. We are not there.
You know what, Patrick? I'm making the choice for you. So
Well, she can teleport to people, I think, too, right?
no, I can do locations.
Mhm.
But I would have to like know exactly where they are, have some kind of description or an object from the location that they're at, which is why she grabbed that branch earlier so she can teleport back to the camp.
Yeah, man, if only I didn't scare away a teleporting dog, huh?
She'll attempt to bring the smoke with her as well.
He does not leave the bed of Khan.
Come on, boy.
Something about this kid he seems to like a lot. He just puts he puts the snout on top of like his leg and just lays his head over him.
She'll head over and pet him a bit.
It's going to be all right. He's in great care. We need you to help us find Deft.
Well, they're dead. Let's go.
hey, Patrick.
Yes.
Pardon the brash language I'm about to use, but you've been kind of an asshole recently.
I do not have one of those. How can I be one?
It's a metaphor. You've been kind of rude lately, is what I'm trying to say.
Has it been getting away of my functions?
Well, your function is to take care of people, yes?
To serve people, not take care of them.
To serve, okay. And, I mean...
But they're so stupid.
They're pretty dumb, yeah. And, they get upset easily. And I think you really hurt Burn's feelings. He
was
likes
a
you a
danger
lot.
to me.
Sometimes you hurt the people you care about.
With a sledgehammer.
With a sledgehammer. That's just a matter of life. It happens. And the important
I'm
part
rolling
about
insight.
the important part about having friends is learning to be able to overcome your friend hitting you with a sledgehammer. It's
You do not seem like you have healthy relationships.
I don't. I really don't.
So why would I listen to your advice?
Because no one else is going to talk to you about this. So I am the best you've got. And when I'm the best you've got, you know you have it bad. I don't want you to mess it up with Burn. Because you guys seem like awesome people. And if you come out of this and we've ruined your relationship, that would be a bummer. So he apologized to you, right?
Our relationship would have ended in about 100 years anyway.
Okay. Patrick, how in tune are you with your feelings?
What are those?
You have feelings of dislike towards fur. Yes?
Is that what it's called?
You were upset that Burn hit you with a sledgehammer.
You violated safety protocol.
And it invoked something in you, didn't it?
Yes, he is now dangerous, and I need to avoid him.
Do you think he'll hit you with a sledgehammer again after you asked him not to?
I didn't say not to, I just said don't come near me.
Do you think he meant his apology, or do you think he was lying?
I've never seen that man not drink. Something is wrong with him.
I think he hurt you, and you hurt him back. And that sort of makes you even.
He dented your head, but you dented his heart.
With a metaphorical sledgehammer, of course.
I had a friend like you a while ago. His name was DB. He had problems with his feelings too, but he got a little better about it. It's important to recognize.
But why would I need feelings?
But why not?
You feel yourself being like, you don't know if DB's still alive, Def, but you feel this guy like, no, I didn't.
Well, compared to you and Solomon, I much prefer the leadership of Solomon, and he seems to act less with feelings.
I will accept that criticism, though I'm not trying to be a leader too much. Sorry if I'm
Are
overstepping.
you not
No,
a king?
I'm not a leader of you, am I?
Yes, you are.
That feels weird. I don't want to be a leader
Do
of
you
you.
not tell me what to do?
That's a weird way of putting it.
I serve, you ask, I do. You told me not to get too close. I did not.
Yeah, you're gonna be a tough one, huh? Well, I cracked DB. I'm sure not physically. I didn't crack him physically. Just wanted. I feel the need to clarify that.
Okay. Okay.
Life can be fun. Feelings. It can suck a lot, but it can be fun. Just think about it. And please think about forgiving Burn.
I think it just kind of goes quiet after that.
Gray was always kind of an advocate of DB. They were really close. He was the one that wanted DB to be able to feel himself the most.
It offered to make me more human. I replied, why would I ever want to do that?
It's kind of nice being human.
No. You have to
Well-
constantly eat. You have to sleep. You have to relieve yourself, and you die.
Food.
That sounds awful.
Food tastes good. Sometimes you dream when you sleep.
What'd you mumble, Solomon?
Food tastes good, got a negative reaction. Sometimes you dream, got a negative reaction.
Unless you're Solomon.
I know it's hard for you to understand, but humans feel things differently than you do. And
Well, yes,
sometimes
because I do not.
it's hard for us to understand you, and it's hard for you to understand us. I implore you to communicate as well as you can the things you do feel. If you are upset, if you are hurt, if you're happy.
Well, let me raise you this. How is this not a paradox? You are asking me to consider feelings and apologize. Therefore, as you asking me to do something, I need to do it. How is that not just you telling me what to do and not my own choice?
Well, I don't really know why anyone would take orders from me, first of all.
I'm programmed to understand, to listen to, and obey the command of anything I can understand. To reasonable degree.
That seems like kind of a bummer. Do you have to do that for everyone?
It is my purpose. And if I see extenuous circumstances, and I gesture to Solomon, I don't feel. There is a program that makes me intervene to stop them from, what's the right word for this? Endangering themselves further. All my actions are done because something else has already told me what to do.
Hard to go against your programming, huh?
It is all I am.
I'm sure you're more than that, Patrick.
Is that like the first time you called him Patrick this conversation, or am I just only really noticing it now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think as you say Patrick, kind of like see his eye glitch out a little bit.
It's very easy to keep yourself in a box, but it is much harder to start breaking out of it. Another one of my human metaphors, if you will.
Yes, I can summon a very indestructible box, you are correct.
Wow, I forgot about that. That was crazy.
Been a hot second since he's got to use it too. I don't think you've got to use it since you've been a monk, right?
Not really, no. But now I can definitely trap somebody in the octagon with me.
That's great.
You're a lot more capable in close quarters for sure. It's like I have a dark elf I need to go fight.
I now have evasion. I can actually dodge your damage. Screw you.
You know what, Patrick? You probably don't think any of us are your friends, do you? Do you consider us friends?
Let me roll. I don't really know the meaning of that word.
Wow.
I am a tool.
Oh man.
You can consider just about anything a tool, but not everything is a friend.
I want to make jokes, but I can't.
Feel free to make jokes. This is a very silly conversation.
I am solid. I'm playing solid and I can't.
What friendship means to me? That's a great question. I suppose.
I did not ask.
I'm pondering it.
Out loud.
Out loud. For you to hear. And Solomon. Hi, Solomon. Friendship to me is people who you can rely on and who can rely on you through thick and thin. Someone's rolling D100s and it's making me nervous.
Ignore the dice. Keep going.
Yeah, Solomon's just getting ahead with his echoes. His eyes have been closed this whole time, dude. You didn't notice?
You know what, Patrick? Can you look it up? Do you have like a system you can look up the term friendship in?
I try.
We'll do 100, Patrick.
Oh, that did not fall in the box. I do not have inspiration to re-roll that roll.
So you go to look up the definition of friend, And as you sit there and it begins to pull up the definition, all of a sudden a clip pops up and it's you and Patrick playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you close the clip and you try to relook up friendship, and it keeps opening the clip over and over and over again.
Friendship is playing video games and with someone.
What is a video game?
A video game. A game on video.
On video. Is that like a ritual? Some sort of magic?
What is the definition of video?
Yeah, look up video for us, please.
Okay.
First Convolt.
I'm sorry.
Video Merriam-Webster. Give me a second.
So as you open it anyways, you're going to get a different clip. So as you're sitting there, you're going through all this stuff trying to explain to it. And as you do, something about your subconscious, you're not sure what it is, what routine is bringing it up, but it keeps bringing up videos of Patrick. And it brings up that final video of when he died ejecting you guys and him holding onto your container. And all of a sudden you realize, Patrick, you're not thinking by yourself. You're getting like a collective answer.
We were friends with Patrick.
Some other Patrick is loading up this clip.
I think your friend did more than he's letting on to me. I don't... How long have I been acting strange?
Oh, you've always been strange, bud. Is this Patrick in the room with us now? No, I'm just joking. Were you friends with a Patrick? Someone named Patrick, like you?
Yes, Patrick. Do you not know him?
No, I know you.
Can I try to project a video?
Yep. I said you had a projector previously.
Yeah, but that was a mental link. I thought those were
no. Like in a prior, no. In a prior one, we gave you like a little tiny visual projector.
Okay.
It's like a minor illusion, so it's nothing grand, but you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the clip of him, like the first clip you sent me of Patrick, where he like runs into the room and like sets up the whole system, and I just sit there and watch him play. We'll just try to play that one.
Oh, we're not gonna get the one of him dying.
No, not yet. That's a sad memory. Come on. Why would he show you the saddest memory first?
Fair enough.
It's just a humanoid, like he's doing something you're not sure. You gather you've never seen anything quite like this, but it has the same sounds that you typically hear coming from Patrick at night when he's like in rest mode.
That is Patrick.
Thank you for showing him to us. We're gonna figure out how to project that game with your system so we can play it though. Now,
well, I don't think you have an HDMI cable.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Since you said that you have to listen to me, I formally declare that we are friends and you can't say no.
Do I need to bring up a paradox again?
No, you can't say no. It's not a paradox. We're friends now. Shake on it. I hold my hand up.
As you say paradox, you get a visual file that opens up in your HUD,
Okay.
and it is a winged humanoid creature, black skin, long tail, kind of looks like a tiefling.
Hmm?
And it is labeled Paradox.
Gosh, it's another P.
Oh, that'd be such a good P name. What the heck?
Ooh,
Paradox is an actual character in this
Yo.
universe.
Yo.
I love it. Ari knows who Paradox is, I think. Well, Techno knows, not Ari.
If I do, I can't recall at this particular moment.
Dark probably knows who Paradox is. Dark was actually there.
This seems like a very one-sided way of making a friend.
Oh, it is. And sometimes that's the way it is. Now shake my hand, please. So we
How's
can
this
become
different
friends.
from what Baron and I already did?
What, after you told him off?
No. Our whole relationship before that. He took care of me. I took care of him. Eventually he would die, and then I would need to find someone else to take care of me.
And
what happens when this friendship is over?
oh, I won't die. I don't get to die anymore. Not for long.
Highly unlikely.
He just smiles at you.
Yes, I'd take your hand and I'd shake it, but like you could tell if a robot could feel confused, he does.
While you guys are having this whole conversation, you just start hearing the sound of chopping wood in the background.
Okay.
I'll never be what Patrick was to you, but I will be your friend. Now let's go figure out what that's. What does that sound? Hold on.
You walk maybe 150 feet away, and you look over, and you're not really sure what to make of it at first. There's an ant cutting down a tree with that.
Okay.
It just kind of looks over at you.
I raise a hand up to wave at it.
So before we follow Death, because I'm assuming he walked off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Solomon is just going to walk up next to Patrick and say, "What happened to Patrick?"
Oh, he died.
Solomon will just nod and then continue on.
It's asphyxiating in space. A terrible way to go.
Yeah, well, I'll have to try that sometime. Come on, come on.
Why would you want to try that?
The ant puts down the axe.
He ate a bomb.
I ate a bomb once.
When? I don't think he knows.
Is the ant not waving back at me?
No, it walked away. It put down the axe and started walking away.
Oh. Should we follow it?
Considering we haven't heard back from the other group, I'm assuming they either died or are just goofing off again.
Is it hurrying away?
Hard to say.
How big are we talking?
It is.
I will be right back.
Pretty sure I know this one. Their size large.
Big.
Yeah, he just scurries off.
You forgot your axe.
Should I return it to him?
Yeah, it's not nice to leave your things behind. Maybe we give him the axe back. Or he'll come back I don't know. Maybe he'll come back for it.
Well, if we follow him, he's going to lead us right where we want to go. I imagine Solomon already has one of his ghosts following it already.
It's a good idea. Do the others conveniently arrive as soon as we're ready to follow the Zan?
Though they teleported to your other camp. They didn't know where the new location is, so you have to give them directions.
Well, I mean, we know approximately where they were going.
Already have that.
Ish.
Yeah, ish.
But where you were was still a couple hours away from where they were.
So we probably started making our way in that direction. After probably a few minutes of flying as well, or like Uri will kind of stay posted with these. She'll send a message on the sending stone.
Hey, can you ask Steph to fly up so we can see where you guys are?
Your girlfriend is calling you. I'm sorry, it seems he had an aneurysm and is unable to talk at the moment.
Is he okay?
He's standing there, unblinking.
Is it okay to have a girlfriend when you have a fiance? No, she's my ex-fiance, I suppose.
He's having a crisis of self.
Is she?
I'll be there soon.
Solomon is contributing.
Oh, it'd be so terrible if she was still my fiance. Oh, that would. Oh. I feel so bad for her. Yeah, I'll fly up.
I didn't ask you to do that.
As you go to fly up, I need all three of you to roll wisdom saves.
Okay.
Ooh. Reading. Wisdom save.
Mhm.
Wow. That's an intelligence save, Deft.
Oh, my wisdom is +7, so that's a 22. Ooh.
That danced around dangerous numbers.
27, 22, 27.
Right, so it only impacts Deft.
Ooh.
What?
You watch as Deft begins to kind of like drop to his knees as you just hear like these really high-pitched sounds in your head. And then you just kind of like fall over.
Oh, I was joking before. No, now he's actually having an aneurysm.
And he just watches you guys get surrounded by like 15 of these little ant creatures. Well, they're not little, but 15 of the ants.
Patrick, can you show me where you guys are?
I think that's how that works.
This is the one
No.
you're on the way to. You're still ways away from them at this point.
Not with my abilities, no.
I can't communicate with Patrick because he's a robot. However, Solomon,
Mm-hmm.
you hear in your head like this collective voice almost in your head. It's like, what do you want? Why are you here? Leave us alone.
All we are is looking for an individual.
There are no individuals here. None. No individuals.
Someone named Elwin.
They all just kind of get quiet for a minute. Why do you want the one called Elwin?
Is Death still having an aneurysm on the floor?
Oh, he's knocked out.
Oh, out cold. Got you.
You two are strong enough to not be overwhelmed by the ants.
We seek his assistance with dealing with a threat.
He is gone. We do not hear him anymore. He is gone. He is gone.
Do you know which way he headed?
Do not know. Do not know. The queen would know. The queen. Yes, the queen would know.
May we ask her?
Roll a persuasion check.
You know what? I don't want to risk this. I'm just gonna consume a 15 for a total of persuasion.
Well, you can roll and then decide to use it, can't you?
Nope, it has to be before the roll.
Okay.
So you use your set roll?
Yeah, 15 for a total of 22.
All right. So Patrick, how this happens, you watch as he's sitting there. You don't hear anything, but he seemingly is like talking to these ants.
Yeah, he's like reacting to like, I imagine the multiple voices coming in around him kind of make him go shifty-eyed and like turn around a lot. So something's happening.
And then you watch as this blue image of an eye appears on the center of his forehead.
I take a picture.
And they seem to, you don't hear him, and then you just hear the ants kind of look over. Come with us, the queen will know. The queen, yes, follow. And they start leading you down. One of like these two little smaller ants come and pick up Deft.
Oh, I was gonna pick him up.
Ants
Come
go
quickly.
marching in the hill by one.
Also, at the time you're trying to communicate with them, you seemingly, you don't know if their crystal's not working, but you can't seem to reach them anymore.
Damn it.
But that's where we'll pause for tonight, because it is 1:43 in the morning.
Yes.
But not too bad. So Deft passed out. All things considered, though, not too horrible. But yeah, we'll pick up there next week and see if his ant farm can lead you to his location before the bad guys find him.
Well, thank you for running, sir. And thank you, everybody who hung out with us tonight. Had a couple of big raids and a couple of small ones. Thank you all for the new follows and the subs. Very much appreciated. Hopefully, we'll see some of you back here tomorrow night, midnight central, for some Grimdark action to see if they go back to the house to finish it off or what they're going to do. And if you hang on just a minute, if you're still going to be up and about, I'll find someone to raid. But otherwise, enjoy some credit music, and we'll catch you next time. Night, everybody.
Good night,
Everyone.
Have a nice night.
Until next time.
You no longer just sit in the background.
We're going to talk about our feelings and you're going to like it.
Alright, guys, I'll talk to you all later.